Hey guys, here's Christoph from MediaTek, and today we're going to unbox the new Meizu M1 Note. It's not specially new, it's already available since autumn last year, but only in Chinese. So Meizu will bring this device also to different markets a bit later this year or just in a few weeks. So it will be available probably in Europe, US, or also in India. We have to see that in the latest information. You will find that information also on MediaTek.com. But what's interesting on this device, it's available for a very low price for about $250. But therefore you will get a quite interesting 5.5-inch device with different colors, 5 different colors. So you get the blue, a green, a yellow, a pink, as well as a white one. They're all coming in this kind of a look of the iPhone 5C, which we know already, but with a larger 5.5-inch display. But now let's have a look inside the box and see what the Meizu M1 Note can do for you. So here we can see also on the box that the Note mark is especially big here, but the problem is it's a guess that it will have a Note feature like on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 that you really can write with a digitizer stylus, but this is not possible here. So don't think that this is a Galaxy Note 4 competitor. If you want to use a stylus, it's not possible to do here. On the back you will also find more information which bands the Meizu M1 Note is using, so it's very important if you're importing the Meizu M1 Note from China into US, India, whatever. You have to see if the bands are available also with your operator. So the Meizu M1 Note is also supporting LTE, which showed us here on our test model that it is working, but we only got the speeds of the HSPA network. So just to make sure that this one works well for your provider, then let's see what's inside the box here. We got the green version of the Meizu M1 Note. So we got the 16GB version. There's also a 32GB version. Just make sure how much storage you need, because there is no micro SD slot to extend your internal memory. If you can read Chinese, you can also have a look at the quick menu, which is here also. This is also for the warranty, I guess. I can't read it, so I won't use it. Otherwise, we have here a charging adapter as well as a micro USB cable, and also SIM card tools to open your SIM card tray, where you can put in 2 micro SIM cards. What you can see here inside the tool that we have here, this Flyme logo. Flyme is the name of the operating system which is installed here on the Meizu M1 Note. So we have this one based on Android KitKat. So far not based on Android Lollipop, but there should be an update soon where we have also the latest Android version under the hood of Flyme OS. And here we have the device. We can see here 5.5-inch screen. Under the screen we have a capacitive button as well on top. We got here the speaker as well as a 5-megapixel camera, which should work fine. This is an OmniVision sensor, so you should get also some decent selfies out of this phone. On the back we will find here the green color, or the color you get for this phone. This is glossy plastic, so there are some problems with it, which we know already from a few years ago with the Samsung devices. First of all, it's almost not clean, so you will always find fingerprints on top of the materials. It doesn't look very nice with the fingerprints, but otherwise it's very easy to clean, and also it's kind of slippery when you hold it in your hand, but it is good to hold in your hand on the other side, because we have some rounded edges here which makes the device feel quite great in your hand, but it would be better if we have rougher materials, that it wouldn't be as slippery as it is now. Otherwise, for a 5.5-inch this device, it just feels also okay in by holding it in one hand. The most important port is on the bottom where we have the micro USB port. There's also the speaker. The speaker quality was okay in our first test, nothing special, nothing good, nothing real good, which we know from the Samsung Galaxy S6, for example, but it is okay, especially for about a $200, $250 smartphone. Then here we have also a microphone, and on top you will find the audio jack as well as another microphone, and here we have also the standby button, which is kind of a bummer, because when you're using the smartphone with one hand, it's kind of hard to hit the standby button here, so you have to always try to reach it somehow. But at least the Flyme OS supports double tap to wake up, so you can just double tap it and the device wakes up. There's also support for gestures, like when you have the screen in standby and you draw, for example, a C, the camera should start up, or you can also activate other features or gestures on this device here, which is kind of cool, but still it would be better if the standby button would be on the right side, where we now have the SIM card tray, for example. In the SIM card tray we have place for 2 SIM cards. First of all, on SIM card 1 you can put in a SIM card with support for up to 4G, which worked also here in Europe with our operator. At least it shows that it is supporting 4G LTE, but we just got the speeds of HSPA plus network. But on the other hand, if you're using the second SIM card in SIM card holder 2, you can use a second SIM card just with 2G support. So you can't use 2 4G SIM cards here on the Meizu M1 Note. So what we can say here also from the internals is that you get here this great 5.5-inch screen. This is an IGCO screen. That means you get vivid colors, not as vivid as one from the Samsung Galaxy S6 from the Super AMOLED, but still great color production, and also the white levels are good. You can change also the color of the temperature in the settings. So when we go under display, you can change here the color temperature to colder or warmer tones. Just depends on you what you prefer, which is quite great. Also the touchscreen is quite responsive, so didn't have any problems so far here with the screen of the Meizu M1 Note. For a great performance, there is a MediaTek OctaCore 64-bit SoC inside with the Mali GPU, the T760 MP2. Should give you also great performance for gaming, and also here for the OS, as you can see here, it is quite responsive. Nothing takes longer than some milliseconds. So if you go out, change something, go into the settings, open quick settings, everything just feels quite responsive, which is great here. And then also on the other hand, you should also get a quite good battery life out of it, because there's a 3140 milliamp hour battery inside this smartphone. It's about 8.9 millimeters thick, so it's not the thinnest, but I think it gives you just a great package of a device for a quite low price in overall. Also for the camera, we have this 30 megapixel camera on the back. We have also here some modes which you can use, and there's also support for this dual tone LED flash, which should give you more natural colors, skin colors when you make pictures in low light situations, which is great. Hope to see that the camera is doing well for this cheap smartphone, otherwise it would be a just great package. As we said already, the OS is based on Android KitKat, so you have also the option to install applications from the Play Store, which we have here. So we were already able to install some benchmarks. The device did well so far, but we're going to talk about that in depth in our full review. So just check out our YouTube channel to see more of the Meizu M1 Note. So far we are quite impressed with what you can get for this low price in a quite nice and decent looking smartphone from the Meizu M1 Note. So let's hope it will do and last long in the battery test, and also do great with the camera, and also in our full benchmark and gaming tests here with the Meizu M1 Note. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to give us a thumb up if you like the video, and just Tell us what you think about the Meizu M1 Note in the comments.